a constant pain.
I knew I wanted to help kids so that no one felt alone through grief, like I did in the beginning.
COVID hit everyone hard, but for kids, their whole world changed. And studies now show children are struggling with their mental health. How one hospice center showed me how it's reaching more people dealing with grief far beyond its long waiting list.
Live from Tampa Bay streaming news leader, this is ABC Action News, taking action for you.
Since the pandemic, many studies have revealed kids are struggling with their mental well-being, and some have even lost a loved one to COVID or suicide in the last few years. So a local hospice center realized the need for more grief therapy for children. And new tonight, they gave me a tour of their free summer camp to help kids grieve the loss of a family member.
We know that there's over 8,000 grieving kids in our regional territory that we serve that we're trying to access.
Danielle Visone is the manager of the Blue Butterfly program, which provides free grief counseling for the entire family, but they have a long waiting list. So they're starting a free camp for kids struggling with grief, ages 4 to 18 years old.
Our goal is to serve 120 children throughout the entire 2 months of summer.
Danielle knows firsthand about grief at a young age, as she lost her own dad when she was just 10 years old.
You know, when my dad died, I felt very alone. No one in my school had ever had a parent die. I went to a small private Catholic school, and I just felt like the odd man out.
And now, as a licensed clinical social worker, she's helping other kids heal from that grief by teaching coping skills and more.
I knew I wanted to help kids so that no one felt alone through grief, like I did in the beginning.
The new summer camp goes from June to August in Sarasota and Manatee counties.
This is the teddy bear library. So on their first day, they get to pick a stuffed animal from the library. It's theirs to keep, and it's just a nice way to welcome them and make them feel safe and comfortable, because it's scary to come and talk about your dead loved one.
And the kids are grouped together by age.
So the littles are 4 to 8 years old, and this is our butterfly garden room. That's the theme of it. But the idea is that the kids are going to get in a circle and do their support group right here.
Due to their young age, the kids will play games or paint to help them express their sadness.
Art is one of our biggest tools when it comes to working with littles. So you might see here some of their pictures of just drawing what their grief looks like, or drawing a picture of their special person, or showing us how they're feeling. This is our middles, 9 to 11 years old.
Okay.
The theme in here is weather. We wanted them to see that, you know, you can use weather or different symbols to help us understand your grief. So sometimes it's a sunny day in your grief, and sometimes it's a stormy rain cloud kind of day.
Our next stop was the tweens room.
This is 12 to 14.
Okay.
And this is the Zen garden theme. So the idea that they, you know, tweens really just need peace. Sometimes their heads are going a million miles a minute, so we wanted to give them kind of a quiet room, really.
This glow-in-the-dark grief cave allows kids to write a message on the wall to the person who passed away, or just share their feelings. And finally, the teen room for 15 to 18-year-olds has a coffee bar theme.
Being a teen is isolating on its own, then you add grief to it, and you think you're the only one grieving, and then they come here and they see 10 other kids, and it's like magical. Sometimes it's cool.
Danielle also says some kids are picked on in school after losing a family member.
They bully them. They get told that they're ugly, and that's why their special person died, or that they're stupid for missing them. And it's heartbreaking to think that children who are grieving, who are very vulnerable and really believe everything that people are saying to them, that they believe that, and that they kind of take that to heart, and it affects them.
So she now hopes this summer camp will help those kids struggling feel less alone.
I can't imagine kids who are just grieving alone, grieving in silence, feeling like their grief doesn't matter, or their story or their person doesn't matter. And I want them to know it does. So when they come here, they'll get to talk about it.
The Blue Butterfly Summer Camp is free thanks to Tidewell Foundation donors and a Manatee County grant. There are multiple one-week camps starting June 5th, with the last one starting August 4th, either at the Tidewell Family Grief Center in Palmetto or Bradenton Dream Center in Bradenton. If you'd like to register your child, go to tidewellhospice.org. We've also shared a link on our website at abcactionnews.com/notalone.